Hi, I'm Tom Hess, and I'm glad that you've come here to check out this video to learn more about what are the best music schools. Now, if you're like most soon-to-be college or university students, you're probably researching the schools based upon who has the best music theory department, or who has the best piano department if you're a pianist, or the best guitar department if you're a guitar player. Or you might be looking at what colleges or universities offer their students the greatest number of chances to perform. Or you might have some other criteria which you're looking at to determine what are the best music schools. You might be looking at certain rankings that various companies that rank colleges and universities go through. What I want to do is to help you to understand something that you're not going to find in these different rankings or by talking to the music schools or the admissions departments. And that is that once you become a college or university student and you begin to learn all of these great things about how to expand your knowledge and your musical talent, and you'll have all this new skill that you didn't have before, what usually happens is as you go through the school process and then ultimately graduate and have your music degree, you'll discover that you probably really have no idea how to actually make a living as a musician. Now, I'm going to make an assumption here that says that if you're going to music school and you're going to get a music degree, you probably want to live your life as a musician. And you probably want to do it in a way that's not risky or unstable, or you have unreliable sources of income. I mean, that's not very comfortable to do something you love but constantly be worried about where your next gig is going to come from, or where your next paycheck is going to come from, or how you're going to support yourself and potentially a family in the future. Okay, so what you need to do is, even while you're a student, even starting today, you need to begin developing the skill sets that are going to enable you to develop and sustain a long-term successful music career. Okay, now these are things that you're not going to learn in school. Even if you decide that you're going to major in music business, if that's going to be what your degree is in, what's going to happen is in music business classes, as good as they are, they're very limited in how they can help you develop your career. Because those classes are focused on how the music industry works, how record labels work, how recording contracts work, how touring and promotion works, how music marketing works. All of these things are very good to understand. In fact, they are necessary to understand. But understanding those pieces do not or does not necessarily translate into you developing a career. Just because you know how a recording contract should look like, or determining the difference between a good contract and a bad contract, doesn't mean that you're actually ever going to get a contract of any kind. So what you need to focus on is developing some certain career skill sets within music so that you can offer more value to any company or performance group or entity or management company or producer or publisher. You can offer those different groups more value and reduce not only the risk to yourself, but reduce the risk that you pose to those entities. This is very, very important. This is key to starting the path of developing a music career. So I have a free set of online resources, a set of self-assessments that you can take at the link below. It's not going to cost you anything. I'm not asking you for any money. This is just service that I provide. It's totally free. And this is going to give you some very good clarity on which specific areas you might be weak in at this time, and which specific areas you might have some good strengths in at this time, and you may not even realize it. And once you fill out these assessments, I'm going to give you specific feedback on the answers to the questions that I'm asking you there, and then give you some tips on how you can help yourself improve in each of the different areas, so that as you go through school, you are so much better prepared than all the other students who are going through the school with you. Now, ultimately, these other music schools, they will ultimately become your competitors. And as unfortunate as that is, because we don't like to think of our music as a competitive sport, when it comes to developing a career, they really are competitors to you. And there may be only certain numbers of gigs that are available or a certain number of opportunities, and who's going to get those opportunities? Is it always going to be the best violinist or the best singer or the best guitar player? No, not necessarily. It's going to be those who have a total package together, who have various pieces of the puzzle all linked and integrated together. Those are the people who are not only going to get this gig or that gig, but those are the people who are going to develop strong, successful careers over long periods of time. Come to my website, let me help you to help yourself so that you know what you need to be working on, when you need to be working on them, and specifically how to work on them and where to get the help and resources to shore up any weak areas which are present.